just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip. We're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium, here in Las Vegas. Here's Cade York to start the ball game. And off we go from Vegas. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the 49ers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Back to throw. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with him and take that play away.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll drop to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And some good blocking. Springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground.
Another carry for the running back. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He throws right side, down the field, and it is brought in. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
He's got his tight end, Kittle. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. His defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll look to throw yet again. He runs with it. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, 49ers. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
This kick is good. Makes the score Niners 13, Raiders 9. Cade Ward to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Open man, it's Jameson Williams.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 17-2. Up 38-yard line.
Here's second and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A throw there on second down. Going to be incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Putting the tight end in motion. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Back to the air one more time. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will go all the way. Jameson Williams. Touchdown Raiders. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
It just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On the toss, they'll run. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. His throw left side is complete. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. That's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second-rounder. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. A pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now They'll start from the 24. Now, faking the give. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
1st and 10.
Let's go now.
A handoff, running left, it is Walker. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll look to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back. And I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. He'll look to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. Timeout 49ers. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another 1st down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the 49ers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Back to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. his 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Now, he'll air one out. That is brought in. A big-time play for the Niners. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Next to score, Niners 23, Raiders 14. Cade York to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Trey Palmer. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. A tight end in motion now. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Once again, it's Walker. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end Bowers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll look to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiir Elam. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, 49ers. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. York, good on the extra point. And the 49ers will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Palmer now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Right back to the air following that pick six. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Here's Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders get it back to within 9. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's that man again. Another catch. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one a first down.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That's hard! And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Vegas.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. A run now on 2nd down. And this will wind up a Niners first down. He'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
And the 49ers first down.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Give up the middle, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. He said, well, then stop trying to interface. That makes sense.
Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle then. A hit, and he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Well, that 3rd down stop sets up a big conversation on this sideline of the offense, Mike. You find yourself in 4th and short, but you're trailing. I think at this stage here in the 4th quarter, I got to send my kicking unit on, take the lead, and hopefully my defense can continue to get stops to pull this game out.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's taken in. And they will finally run him down.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this 4th quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
So the field goal here gets you the late lead. Gotta think you want 6 when you have it 1st down and goal. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. This defense backed up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it. thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. His drive will start on the ground. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. Right back to him on 1st down. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Handoff here, up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. They'll run here. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. It is 2nd down and 5. Now whistles here, and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll stick to the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Here is 2nd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Here's 1st down. Back to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And now, after that catch. They've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. He'll run, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to win the game. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This one he's gotta have. And he has missed this one. No good. And the missed kick is gonna cost them the game.
And you just can't help but feel for a guy in this situation, Mike. I mean, he's got a chance to be the hero. His guys get him down there, put him in position to win the game here late. But he couldn't convert. It's a lonely feeling walking off that field.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They finished the season on a high note, so now they'll have the week off as the #1 seed. Get back to it in 2 weeks for the divisional round of the playoffs. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Thank you.